May I have your attention, please?
It's Markers and Monsters Drawlloween 2017.
Merry Christmas, everybody, and welcome to another wonderful winter-themed installment of Markers and Monsters. We're going to skip ahead a couple months and go to the most magical time of the year, where good cheer abounds. People get presents and candy and treats, and occasionally
The Krampus
comes round. I love Krampus. I was debating what to do with this Ghast Christmas theme when I turned my head, and up sitting by my giant red dragon was a little doll, little cute Krampus doll that Brenda, aka the art wench, made for me last Christmas. I love that little guy. He's got a permanent place on my shelf, and it immediately inspired me to do the Krampus that you see coming together before you. So thanks for that, Brenda. I appreciate it. If you don't know what the Krampus is, well, it's kind of one of those old holiday bits of lore and tradition that have been around since pretty much forever, but not really talked about until recently. There's definitely been an uptick and a surge in the kind of deal where people look at weird old traditions that are kind of out of favor and bring them back in some form or another, probably because they're so weird and interesting and odd. And Krampus, like I said, is one such of those. Krampus comes from kind of Germanic folklore. He's a companion usually of St. Nicholas, and while St. Nicholas comes and brings toys and candy to good girls and boys, the Krampus is an evil goat man / demon who brings nothing but pain and suffering to bad children. What a wonderful holiday tradition, you know. So, Krampus usually is depicted with a black or brown fur. Now, my little Krampus doll has the black fur with a white chest. I went with the brown fur this time. I thought it would be good, but I definitely stuck to the green face and the purple horns. Lord knows I love purple, so getting some purple horns in there was a must for me. Krampus often carries with him some birch rods or some sticks. That's used for whipping bad children, which sounds pretty fun. He carries a sack on his back or some kind of cage, and that's for grabbing children. He throws them and locks them away inside of a cage, drags them off so he can eat them later or drown them in a river or just take them straight to hell with him. So that's kind of what I love about this Germanic Christmas tradition. The warm and fuzzies are right the hell out the window. If you've been bad, this demon creature is going to come, whip you with birch rods, and drag you to hell. Talk about negative reinforcement. So, I don't know. If I was a kid that was in a household that believed in the Krampus, I would behave so much. That being said, they also have St. Nicholas, who comes and brings treats and candy and toys like your normal Santa Claus. So it's kind of a weird, like, double-edged sword, you know. The threat isn't, oh, you won't get presents. No, it's actively this thing is going to come and punish you. He's a ton of fun to draw, and you could interpret him many different ways. I gave him a whole bunch of horns here, red eyes, that big hook nose. One of the things Krampus has, in addition to the horns on the fur, is fangs, and I gave him kind of orc tusks looking, and a giant, long, pointed tongue that is so big it doesn't fit in his mouth, and it rolls out. So that's pretty wild and pretty interesting. There's tons of weird folklore like this. There's also a creature called Bellsnickel, who is like some woolly person in like this big fur coat kind of thing that delivers like switches to children and beats them with it if they're bad. There's also this dwarf character in Germanic folklore that is pretty much the same thing. He comes and he whips kids who are bad instead of giving them treats and candy. So a lot of negative reinforcement going on in the Germanic Christmas traditions. As you can see, I'm filling in the chains here. Krampus also comes equipped with a whole bunch of chains that's used for locking children up, putting them in the big, thing he wears on his back that he holds the children in, and all that kind of fun stuff. So, yeah, this is a pretty terrifying creature, and that's one of the reasons I love it so much. So weird and goofy. I'm putting in the snow here with a white paint pen. It's kind of like the stars, but same principle, but I just wanted to give that winter holiday look. Beautiful. Let's say we take a look at the scan here. Very cool. Guys, I know Christmas is a few months away, but it's never too early to start behaving. Otherwise, the Krampus will come to your neck of the woods. I had a lot of fun drawing this. Thanks again to Brenda for sending me that Krampus last year. I love him to pieces. He is awesome. So thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. That's it for me, guys. We'll see you on the next episode, and you can bet I'll have plenty of cool stuff come the actual Christmas season for you. So, till then.